This is 125mm square. I got this fabric, quite nice, very fancy. Alright, let's mark it out. I'm going on the back side of the fabric just so it doesn't make this any like dirtier or any blemishes on it, so I'll do it all on the back. Chalk. I'm actually going to go get some red chalk so I can see it easier on here. Okay, red chalk. I'm going to need to cut 5 individual panels. I could get one out of here, possibly. Yeah, sure, let's try it. Okay, 5 panels. 5. So with these, one is going to be the base panel. So this will sit on the bottom. Then I want to put this to the side, and this way.
This way. This way.
Okay, so now you can see that if I pull this up, it will make the sides of the cube like this. This will come up like this, and like this, and this will come up like this, making the bag. So when I'm stitching it, I want to stitch it back to back, like that, so that when I do stitch across this line here, I will flip it out and there'll be like no seam. This sewing machine here is, let me show you, it's a hand sewing machine. So for this, it has a crank, so I just wheel it, go slowly, because I have a weird fear of sewing machines. It's, yeah, weird, I know. It was set up when I got it because it's my auntie's. She sews, I don't. Okay, lift the foot up, pull them out, cut the cotton. You can tell I don't sew. And there we go. Strong. And then on the other side, that's where it's joined. And now I have to do that 3 more times. Just to be sure, every time that I stitch the next panel, I eye it up this way so that I make sure I get the pattern the right way up, and then I'll flip it over and go here, and then I know that's the way I gotta stitch it. I've already made some. This is the last one I'm making because I know how to do it now. Now I can use my white chalk because it's easier to see. Doing it this way as well makes it so much easier. Once you've got the inside, you can just trace it and cut the same shape for the outside. Ta-da! Plus shape. Cut it out. There we go. Matching pieces. We want to do the same again, like I did the back to back with these panels to make it nice and neat along the stitches. This obviously got some of the chalk lines and stuff on it, and I don't want that. Outside to outside. Stitch. Because now this is on the outside and we want it to be on the inside of the fabric, we need to leave a pocket. So I'm going to stitch all along here, along these edges in the plus, and stop here. So this gap is going to be open so that I can go in and turn the fabric inside out, leaving this on the outside, and tucking all of this in. The needle is in the fabric, it's not raised up. I'm going to lift the foot, but the needle holding it in place. Make sure all my fabric's flat. Rotate, and now go along this side here. So line it up, foot down, and then we carry on. This is now all been stitched. You can see some of my lines aren't great. Some of this excess here, I'm just going to cut it off so that there's less on the inside, stitching wise, getting in the way and making it too thick. I've got the opening, like I said, with the outside and the outside together. I gotta flip it now. Chopstick, just a normal chopstick, helps get the corners out. So you can see here we've still got the opening. What I want to do is flip this slightly on both sides, like this. Put a stitch across. So that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Top stitch done. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is basically join the sides up together. Now I've done it, you can see I'm doing it this way because what I'm going to do with the whole wanting the seams on the inside and not on the outside, if I stitch along here and then I flip it, it's going to be neater on the outside. Again, seam like this. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, so since I finished off stitching all of the sides together, it kind of looks a little bit like this, all of the offcuts of cotton still hanging off. So I just went over and cut those all back down to the fabric. Yeah, so you can see the liner is on the outside, the outer fabric, I guess, is on the inside, but this is where the magic happens. Flip it. There we go. All the seams on the inside. So I managed to get all of the panels the right way up because I had a moment where I thought I didn't. But it's okay. Next was just to add the, I guess, the flare to it. What I was using was these eyelets. I had some leftover from a pack that I got ages ago, so I just separated. I needed 8, so I picked out 8 silver ones because I thought it would look better on the black and white. The gold would just look a little bit too garish, so I picked out silver. I used 2 tools, one to crimp the eyelets once they were through the holes in the fabric, and then one tool to actually make the holes in the fabric. So I marked out where I wanted the holes to be just with a white pen and cut them out. It was pretty tough because the fabric, it's got 2 layers of cotton. It was quite heavy cotton as well, so it was hard to get through, but I managed to push the eyelet through, and then you get the gripper thing, the puncher, gripper, let's just call it a gripper. Squeeze it down and it folds the other side of the eyelet over to make a clean hole. So I did that 8 times. And around the side I threaded through some black, I think it was polyester, just polyester type cord, like shoelace I guess. So threaded that through all the way, tied the ends. To finish off and make the ends clean as well, I had to burn it away. This smelled disgusting, so I wouldn't recommend doing this. Just try and probably buy some laces if you wanted to make one of these yourself. Just buy some ordinary laces. I think they should do fine, but I found these in a haberdashery, so I had to cut my own lengths or ask for a certain length. But after that, it's pretty much done. I decided to add my own flair to it as well, for because each of these pouches that I have made, they're for my group's characters. So I've got a Dragonborn whose scales are green, so I had like a green velvet with like a yellow inside liner. We have a goblin in our group. She's great. Hers is kind of just a mismatch of patterns, really. A bit garish, but I think it's pretty. So we have a druid, so I had nice floral patterns and stuff for hers. And we have a drow, a dark elf. The main feature of the drow is that he The character has long, flowing blonde hair, so I made the inside liner a nice sort of bright golden yellow colour. So I think they all look kind of nice. Here, on each of these, I added a little button in the middle as well, just to make the piece sing, I guess. Adds a little touch as well to, I guess, link back to the character even more. So I just used needle and thread just to put that on there on the front. Just a nice touch, really. But yeah, that was it. It's all finished. I can't wait to give these to my guys at group, because I actually went to the store and I bought some of those chocolate pressed gold foil coins that you get, and I put those inside as well. So I'm hoping if the DM is kind, he'll let me add, say, like 100 gold to the party's bank. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I had a lot of fun making these though. I hope this has been a good enough guide. This is what I did. Each pouch took about an hour. I'm happy with them. Well, have a good Christmas, everybody. Just happy holidays. See you in the next one.